Oh, crap. There we go, got him. I can't believe I missed that second hit. What the hell? Welcome back, ladies and gents, to episode number 36 of Luigi's Mansion Dark Moon. Now, you might be surprised that I did not put finale into the episode's title. Well, there's a good reason for that, actually. But anyways, back in the last episode, we recently just defeated E-5 Paranormal Chaos, which was, honest to God, a very difficult mission to go through. It was pretty darn tough. It was a lot trickier than I anticipated going into this. And on top of that, the battle against all those ghosts was a lot more terrifying than I thought it was going to be. So that was really tricky. But now that we're done with all the missions and collected all the boos, all of which was a 2-star, shockingly enough, we're now going to head over to the very last, of course, boss of the game. Well, technically the boss of World 5, Stop the Knightmare. Which, of course, is this level's boss mission. But that ain't the only boss we're dealing with. Anyway, the portal of the Terrans is still open, but we've got to hurry. Button up those overalls, my boy. It's time to battle King Boo. This is it, Luigi. It all comes down to this. All paths seem to be pointing toward that mysterious portal on the Terrans. The periscope can't find the dark moon piece anywhere. There's no place left for it to be. And the same goes for King Boo. He must be beyond the portal, still furious that you captured all the ghosts he set through it. And last but not least, your brother Mario. King Boo must have taken him through the portal, too. So as I said, this is it. The moment of truth. Look, Luigi, if you, don't ever come back, just know. Just know that I'm very proud of you, my boy. Very proud. Good luck, youngster. See? He got his carry towards his co-workers. And I said that other time that he was being a little rude to that other toad. Alright. Stop the Knightmare. Here we frickin' go. Okay, so the boss mission for this level isn't actually as difficult as it seems, and there's a reason for that. Immediately at the start, you can see that we can gain access to the Dark Moon piece early. Or so it seems like at first. But, just like the previous times, it's again a troll. And you wanna know why? Yep, that's the Possessor. The final one of the game. And now we have to deal with a Night Brigade. Because this dude can duplicate himself. Trying to use evasion or something. Or double team or something. Alright, that's the first one dealt with. Yeah. Alright, that's the first hit. Didn't take any damage, thank God. Alright, now he's gonna possess 3 knights, and you have to lure them over to the same rug as well, so. That was enough to get all 3 of them? I was surprised. Oh, I was way too far away. Okay. Oh, crap. There we go, got him. I can't believe I missed that second hit. What the hell? But even though we're done here, we are not done yet. There is still one more phase left. And that's because he's gonna send in the big guns. I think you know what that means. Colossal Knight is the name of this boss that I like to call him. Because he's a gigantic knight. Obviously. Luigi, you almost got stepped on by a giant. Are you stupid? Come on, man. Surely your brain's not that dense. Alright, most of this guy's attacks are not too difficult to dodge. They're pretty easy to avoid as long as you're careful. The gimmick and goal, you have to get this guy's feet onto a rug each. Holy, oh, goodness, trying to be slick with me, huh? Oh. Holy, did you see that? He was trying to be slick with you, dude. He knew that I was going to try and trick him with that. Okay, I see you, figuring out my patterns. But we're not done with the Possessor yet. There still is one more hit on him. And you are dead! I actually got rid of him super fast, holy! And without damage too on top of that. Dang, well if that's not the easiest 3-star of the game, I don't know what is.
Oh yeah, I did it. Mario?
Oh, I had to do it again. Well, I managed to get it in at least one more time. You've done it, my boy. You've actually done it. The final dark moon piece. It's not gonna be easy, but I'll try to bring you out of that horrible illusion. Come on, Pixelizer. This is the one crucial baby. Don't fail me now. Now, I think we're done here because of how short that mission is. I want to remind you that that's only just the first deal. 2 minutes. Yep, sure enough, that's a 3-star. What did I say? Finally, I got one after all this time. But we're not quite done yet. You think we're done? No. We're not close to being done yet. Yeah, you see this purple dimensional portal? Yeah, you thought we were going to return over to Egad right away? We did get the Dark Moon piece in there, though. And if you want to know why, it's because a certain somebody teleported us here. Not Egad, but rather the final boss. I think you know what this means. Yep, you just saw him through those windows. I think you know who the final boss is. Oh my gosh, that's so topsy-turvy, man. Whew. Where's the eyes? See that painting, Mario? Well, we're not getting over there yet. And that's because this man's behind it. Yep, King Boo, the final boss, has awaited. Now what do we have here? Why, if it isn't my old pal Luigi. Or is it baby Luigi? I can't tell the difference. Hey, remember that time you trapped me in a painting for all eternity? Good times. But guess what? I got out, and now I'm painting the town red. Woo, with a voice like that, you know he means business. Yes, it was I who broke the Dark Moon. This power-enhancing jewel crown of mine made it easy. And now that all the ghosts of Ereshade Valley are under my control, it's time to take my rightful place as the supreme ruler of your world. You, that annoying scientist, and all your friends will look great hanging on the wall of my throne room. Holy, that just got dark fast. But with that, starts the final battle against King Boo. So, this final battle is actually interesting because you battle King Boo directly. So the first thing he's going to do is, of course, send in these spike balls. They're not that difficult to dodge, including King Boo, but once he grab pounds again, shooting them into the air, you have to lower King Boo to the shadow of any one of the spiked balls. And if it's a direct hit, you get to suck him up. Alright, that's the first hit on him, but that's not the last. Because that was only the first hit on King Boo. And the reason is because he's going to lead us over to a little segment that we have to deal with. A mansion segment. Now, this segment isn't necessarily difficult per se, since you have to run away from an oversized King Boo, but you do have to be careful, because there's a lot that goes into this. And I almost got hit there! Friggin' darn it! You came me twice! Not fair, King Boo. Okay, what I was gonna say is that when you get over here, yeah, you have to avoid these sand trails as you're going through this, because they will slow you down. And then, of course, I get hit again. Well, that's my third time getting hit. Alright, when you get over here, make sure you go over here, because that's an escalator going the wrong way! 4 times now this man has hit me! What the hell? Okay, I got most of my health back. It's not 100% health, but still. Alright, thus, phase 2 starts. So, King Boo here is going to make some of the terrain sandy here, which is going to make things a little bit trickier to move around. So, yeah. He can also turn them into an icy terrain as well, so you do have to watch out for that as well. So here, what's going to make this a little tricky is that one of the spike balls is going to be rather large when it comes out. Oh, crap. Are you kidding me? That wasn't help. Dang it. I cannot believe that missed. I thought that got him, but some way it missed. And he can also change it into icy terrain as well, so. Where did you come from? Oh my god, he actually scared me there. Okay, where the hell is that giant spike ball? It was there this whole time? Oh, crap. I'm embarrassingly taking a lot longer than I should. Normally, it takes a lot shorter than this, but I don't think I'm understanding myself of how this battle works, which is a little embarrassing. Okay, one second. I gotta wait for the bigger one to come out. You know what? Screw it. Alright, let me try to suck this guy in, because otherwise I'm going to waste way too much time. And then, of course, I get hit! God darn it! You stupid King Boo! Well, on the bright side, it's not as much damage as I was thinking, but really, dude... Well, the good news is that he's almost took it out for the count, I guess. Well, for the second hit anyway, so. What do you mean I got hit! Come on, dude, I was nowhere close to that! You can't actually be serious. Is the second phase really gonna last this long? Are you actually kidding me? I swear to you that the second phase usually doesn't take me this long, but the fact that it is taking me this long is ridiculous. You can't actually be serious. Are you kidding with me right now? What do you mean? That was close to him, dude. Really? I'm so sorry for that voice crack. I thought I got him, but turns out I did not. Oh, come on, dude. Are you serious? Twice? You can't actually be serious. There's no way that the second phase is lasting this long. I could swear to you right now that usually the second phase does not take me this long, but the fact that it is pissing me off. You can't actually be serious. There's no way that the second phase lasts that long. I'm actually kind of shocked that King Boo doesn't damage you. Okay, finally I can get rid of this darn second phase. Jesus. But with that second phase taken care of, we're not done yet. There's still one more phase left. That second phase lasted 10 minutes. I can 100% bet you that that lasted about like 5 or so minutes in game time. Because that's ridiculous. Usually the second phase doesn't last that long. Okay, so now it's time for the more difficult version of this hurry-up sequence. I thought I actually died there for a second, but I did not, so I'm perfectly good. King Boo, watch! Not King Boo. Luigi, watch out! Look out! God darn it, dude. I'm trying to get this dude to not get hit by that, and then sure enough, he gets hit anyway. Because of course. Okay, at least I know how this puzzle works. I'm definitely getting that HP. Thank you very much. Watch out. Woo, that was close. Okay. We have a chance. But now it's time for the final phase of the battle. This is where things start to get difficult because he will now send in these lightning bolts. You have to basically go over to the tile that's not lit up. So do that and you should be okay. Alright, so it's this one. Alright, so it's the far left one on the back. Yeah, now there's a spike deal there. How on earth did it not break under King Boo's weight? You'd think that it would have broke him, actually, but for some reason it did not! How was I supposed to know that that was where that deal was? Seriously, how was I supposed to know? Come on, bro. Oh, you got unlucky, boy, because that was the big one. Sucker. And got you. Nice. Woo! Honestly, good trade-off for how long that second phase took. Well, that's the last piece of the Dark Moon. We finally got all of them. Oh. I did it! Whew. Well, for a final battle, that was certainly a lot harder than I was wishing it to be, but hey, we finally were able to clear it, so that's something. I don't even know if that's a 3-star or anything by the time we actually finish. But hey, the good news is that we finally defeated King Boo. Well, until he returns in Luigi's Mansion 3, but that's until I get that game, so...
I got it. Oh, yes.
Alright, let's go ahead and get Mario out of this painting.
Mario?
I didn't realize how good Mario looks in 3D here.
Ah, Luigi.
Hey,
You saved Mario.
Yo.
I did it. Way to go. Number one.
See how much of a gentle, caring dude Mario is? Sure, he can be a little bit mean sometimes, but I mean, come on. You can't deny that this is cute. Well, that's all the Dark Moon pieces.
Oh, shit.
But we're not quite done yet with the game. Well, I'll get over to that later. First off, the Dark Moon's gonna return back to normal. And I want you to look at these scenes because they're pretty funny in how they are designed. Shining. And now that the Dark Moon has been restored, all the ghosts are going to revert back to their normal selves. That funny face. Why they did this, of all things. Like, why would they do? They did the Greeting and Slammer so dirty on that scene. I can't do enough. They did them so dirty on that scene. Seriously, they really did them dirty. Question: why do you have a boo button in addition to the ghost button? Makes no sense, Egon. Possessor having the time of his life.
Come here, doggy.
No, see, Polter Pup forgives him. He felt bad for the times that we had to chase him. That's great character development.
Thanks, my bro. Thanks,
Mario.
Oh.
See, Mario's very caring.
Oh, okay.
Hands down one of the coolest pictures that has ever been taken in the Mario series, besides the Super Mario Galaxy one. You can't convince me enough how cool that picture is. Come on, guys. Luigi knew what he was doing. And I love this scene too, the ending credits. This is adorable. Cute. Come on, how can you not smile at this? Well, with that mission is cleared. 7 minutes, embarrassingly. That was not a 1-star. Okay, so I only got a 1-star in that 5th mission of World 1. Huh. That's really funny. I thought I was actually for sure gonna get another 1-star, but no. Okay. Well, with that, that's Luigi's Mansion Dark Moon. Well, as for my final thoughts on what I thought about this game, for being the first one to introduce me to the Luigi's Mansion genre series, it's probably not the game that everyone is probably going to grow up with. It's most likely the first one, considering the fact that it basically began the whole horrific genre and all that. But personally, I never got the chance to get around to the original version, mainly because I never owned a GameCube back then. I only owned a DS and Wii at the time. I didn't get the GameCube, like I said, until at least a few years later when I got it from a Game Over store. But, honestly, I really like Dark Moon. Despite its faults and the fact that the game may not be as perfect as most other people would have enjoyed it, which, to this day, I don't get why a lot of people just still don't like Dark Moon, aside from the fact that they think that, oh, the Go's another Express server or whatever. I kind of like Dark Moon. It was a great game to get me to introduce to the whole Luigi's Mansion genre. And while I do admit that it's probably not the best game in the series, it is one of the cooler games if you're looking at it from a 3DS perspective. Because honestly, of all 3DS games I played, this is one of the few that I think is actually pretty solid for what it is despite its faults. And honestly, don't care if everyone didn't like Dark Moon. I personally think it's a great game, and it has some pretty expressive ghosts. It was great with its challenges that you go through throughout the game. And while there can be some difficult faults along the way, it's not, impossible as long as you're careful. So just stay focused and you'll be fine, and you'll be able to take care of everything with ease and with no problem. But overall, I really enjoyed my time with Dark Moon the first time, but like I told you, when I first got the game, I didn't get the chance to continue all the way past World 1, but on my second playthrough a couple of years ago, when I actually went to trying to complete the full game for the first time, it felt very special when I actually finished it. So that clearly shows you, Luigi's Mansion Dark Moon may not be the best in the Luigi's Mansion lineup, but it's one of the games that I respect the most due to it introducing me basically to the Luigi's Mansion genre. Now, granted, I don't know if I'm going to get Luigi's Mansion 3 later on as I go through, tons of stuff throughout my life. I'm not entirely sure, but I'll have to see when I get the chance. I do want to try and see if I can get Paper Mario the Thousand Year Door first for the Switch and try out that game for a little bit, because, like I said, God knows what I'm going to be doing once I get a Switch too, so yeah, I don't know when that's going to happen, but we'll have to see on that later. But in any general case, I really enjoyed my time with Dark Moon. It was a great game that I really enjoyed playing, and it's a game that I really appreciate a lot more thanks to replaying it again. So, thanks to that simple detail, I grew to appreciate the game even more than I used to. So, that's a testament to how much I love the game as a whole. And, like I said, guys, it's not the best game in the series, I get that, but it's one that I respect personally, since, it's the first game to introduce me to the Luigi's Mansion series in general, so that's why I respect the heck out of it. But with that said, you're probably curious at what happens when you go back into the main title screen now. Well, let's take a look at that, shall we? Because we also got a star for managing to complete that. First of all, you may notice that we have access to King Boo's illusion at any time that we want. And it's separate from everywhere else, because it's called A Knightmare to Remember. But, another thing, you don't get access to this until after you complete the deal, but you'll soon notice that we have access to Terrifying Invasion here, which is the last bonus mission that we have left to complete. But we're not going to do that for this episode, because there is one more thing that I do want to bring your guys' attention to. Actually, a few things, as a matter of fact. First of all, we need to actually look at the ghost canister one final time in terms of the Evershade Valley ghosts, because there is a new ghost that we just collected. This is the final Evershade Valley ghost, the Top Possessor. This ghost was able to possess multiple suits of armor at once, an impressive feat. I was slightly less impressed when he used those suits of armor to try and squish Luigi. Yep. And with that, the Evershade Valley of Ghosts is completely 100% complete. But not the Scare Scraper part. But we'll get to this later when we get over to the Scare Scraper in a bit. Now, unfortunately, Kimbu does not have a bio, but that's because he was going to make an appearance in the next game anyway, so makes sense. Anyway, we're going to wrap up this episode here, and when we come back for the next video, we're going to go ahead and start up that last bonus mission of World 5 to finally wrap up World 5 once and for all, and to also showcase a small tidbit of what happens if you decide to go back over to the boss fight against the Top Possessor, which I think I'm going to do on my complete save file just for consistency's sake, but I'll show you that when I get the chance. But anyway, I'll see you guys next time for the next episode. So until next time, guys, bye.